I am absolutely furious with that second half. And I apologize right now. I am going to have a rant. That was not good enough. That second half was absolute Spursy of the highest level. First half, we are balling out. Brennan Johnson makes it 6-6. Dominic Solanke, the weight of pass for that first goal. James Maddison gets a goal. The second half, it's like watching two different teams. An absolute joke. Defensive error after defensive error after defensive error. That is not an Ange Postecoglou for me. The only thing you can say about Ange Postecoglou is the sub should have been made earlier. But what on earth is Bentancur doing? What is Rodrigo? What is Bentancur? What is Udogie? What is Romero doing? That is not good enough. I'm going to end up breaking this chair. I can feel it. I'm going to, mate, I'm going to lose my head. I can't believe we've just lost that game. If you want to go top in the Premier League, fixture for the Premier League is that. We are balling out and then we bottle it. Joke. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video. The road to 30k is well and truly on. We're very close to 27.5 now. I'm livid. I'm absolutely livid. You know, the first half, we should have been 1-0 up inside 20 seconds. Timo Werner, he is so good at beating his man. But when it comes into the area for the weight of pass, the weight of pass is good 4 out of 10 times. Like the weight of pass for Maddison for the second goal. How we didn't score 3 or 4 goals in that first half, I will never know. We absolutely destroyed Brighton in that first half. We battered them all over the pitch. It was men against boys. We schooled them. Oh mate, I'm so fucking mad. Maddison balling out, Solanke, lovely hold-up play, getting it out into the wide areas. You know, Johnson, fair play to Brennan Johnson. That's the positive I can take out of that game. 6 games, 6 goals, really starting to perform for the team. We played a 4-3-3, once again, without Heung-min Son. We go 2-0 up. The first goal is absolutely delightful. It is delightful. That's the lineup we played. Udogie, Van der Ven, Romero, Porro. The back line picks itself. Maddison, Bentancur, Kulu, Johnson, Solanke, and Timo Werner. You know, the ball goes into Solanke. The weight of pass through to Brennan Johnson, and it's a beautiful finish, and he makes it 6-6. But we should have been up 1-0 up inside 20 seconds. If the weight of pass is better from Timo Werner, Johnson today probably could have had a hat-trick. That is an absolute disgrace, that second half. We then go 2-0 up. Werner gets the weight of pass right for this one. James Maddison strikes it a goal. The goalkeeper should do better for me. And, you know, we're 2-0 up. We're in absolute cruise control. And this is when I talk about mentality. And everyone says, oh, you give too much praise to Chelsea, to Liverpool, to Arsenal, and to all these clubs. But they do not bottle results like that. Arsenal go a goal behind, come back into the game. We go 3-2 down, don't come back into it. Our heads have dropped. Liverpool go a goal behind, bounce back. Chelsea go a goal behind, get something out of the game. Oh, mate, I'm trying to compose myself because I don't want to do rants on this channel. But that is infuriating, that second half. Absolutely infuriating. I don't think they even made a change either. You know, they score early on. When you're talking about bounce back, when you talk about responses, when you talk about mentality in football clubs, Brighton, they made one change. They brought in Estepinian for Kidoglu. 48th minute, bang. Minter, absolute awful defending from Tottenham. It falls into him and he just places it in the bottom left corner. You know, they've halved the deficit. And when I talk about game management, when I talk about Tottenham as a squad managing out games, when you're under the cosh, when you're getting pammed, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, what's the response like? What's the mentality like in the team? And what happens? We concede on the 48. 10 minutes later, they make it 2-2. The absolute defending from Romero and Van der Ven for that goal is absolutely piss poor, mate. I've never even heard of this bloke. He butted out, gets past both of them. Lovely left-footed finish. And I'm like, right, okay, now we have to go for the jugular. We have to go and get the win. You know, getting a draw out of this game. We were 2-0 up in absolute cruise control. Cruise control, guys. You know, and Danny Welbeck. Danny flipping Welbeck. Danny Welbeck, mate. The ex-Arsenal, ex-Man United player makes it 3-2. I said this a couple of weeks back, and I kept doing this up and down results, up and down results. 5 really good games from Tottenham, winning against Coventry, winning against Brentford, battering Man United, winning in the Europa League. You know, 5 really, really good games for us. And, you know, I can't believe we've thrown it away that second half. I can't believe it, mate. I honestly, the football we played in that first half was beautiful to watch. Lovely one-touch pass and move, give and goes, you know, working as a team. You literally, I don't understand how that team has come out in that second half and played that level of performance. It looked like 2 completely different teams. Bentancur in that second half, sloppy, absolutely sloppy. How Brighton have come back and bounced back, and we've got a weak underbelly. You can see that, you know, a very, very weak underbelly to be 2-0 up, you know, and Rodrigo Bentancur, Kulusevski, I thought, you know, once again, I thought he was fairly good in midfield. I thought Dominic Solanke, Johnson, Maddison were probably the best 3 players on the pitch. Johnson gets his goal, Maddison gets his goal, and Solanke's hold-up play at times was very, very good. But, you know, you look where we are in the league now. It's such fine margins. If we go into that second half and get another goal or go into the half-time at 3-0 up, I don't think that happens. And we're sitting 9th. You know, we're level on points with Nottingham Forest. We've lost 3 games out of our first opening 7 games. You know, and just when I think we're starting to get a bit of rhythm, and I don't think that was Ange Postecoglou's fault. I don't think you can blame him for defensive errors, but you can blame him for not making changes quick enough. You can see that Destiny Udogie is stinking the place up. You can see that Rodrigo Bentancur is stinking the place up. And he makes the substitutions when it's 2-2. In the set, or it might have even been 3-2. It might have even been 3-2 when he made the changes when he brought on Sarr and Bentancur. Yeah, we were 3-2 down. You know, Tottenham have lost a Premier League game led by 2 goals for just the second time in our 166 games in the Premier League. You know, just absolute. That is a bottle job of the finest order. Cruise control. You know, playing some lovely stuff, creating chances, scoring goals. I don't understand how that team has come out and put that performance in. Look at the performance against Man United. Look at the performance today. The first half was exactly like that Man United game. Then they get a goal back, the crowd gets on our back, and the weak underbelly shows. The weak underbelly shows. If that's Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, City, and they get a goal down, they manage the game out. We are oh, mate. I'm absolutely livid. International break now. I look at our fixtures we've got coming up. I think we'll beat West Ham because they are absolute toilet. But if we don't, West Ham will go above us. And we'll be down in 12th. That was absolutely that second half. If I'm Ange Postecoglou, I would be destroying those players. Destroying those players. You know, I just can't believe it. You look at the performances, it's like the whole team was flipped on its head. And Brighton, fair play to Brighton. You know, they had a real go at us the second half. They got their goals. They deserved to get their goals. And they come out with a 3-2 victory. And now Brighton are sitting 6th and we're sitting 9th. You know, Brighton have only lost 1 game this season. They've got a point off of Arsenal. They've now beaten us. And you look at the match stats. The match stats, 11 shots to Brighton, 13 for Spurs. This would have been a great game from a neutral because it's two teams who do not like to defend. I'm absolutely gutted. I'm not gonna lie. I'm 60% possession against 40, 13 shots against 11, shots on target, shots fairly even. Obviously, we're going to dominate possession. We dominated pass accuracy. It's a lot higher, 6%. Corners, more. But I just can't believe it, man. That is a gut punch, an absolute gut punch. Genuinely. How we have not come out of that game with 3 points, I do not know. Madison should have had probably 2 goals in the first half. Brennan Johnson has a chance early on. You know, when we get into the wide areas, for whatever reason, we just can't find Dominic Solanke. He gets barely any service. He's feeding off scraps. You know, I don't even remember Dominic Solanke having a shot that game. It's not like that. That second half is not good enough. We absolutely fell apart. We fell apart. Yeah. I don't understand how you throw away a 2-goal lead. We're looking at that, how good that first half performance was. Oh, international break now. We've got West Ham, then we've got AZ Alkmaar. You'd imagine we go and beat both of those. And then it's going to be very interesting because we've got Palace, City, Villa, Galatasaray, all coming up next. Ipswich Town and then City again. 6 very, very tough games. We still got 2 or 3 or 4 more games this month. We've got City on October. And we still got 4 games this month. We need that first half performance. If we can take that into that West Ham game, we'll blow them to smithereens. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you smash a like.